Hello, it's me. It's Anna. Welcome back to a brand new video. Yeah, so I am wrapped up in this blanket. One, partially because I am cold. Two, partially because I'm wearing the same thing as I did in the last video. I put my hair up because I am trying not to make this look identical. It's just that Sundays are my to hell with it days, and I don't put on makeup or whatever, and I tend to wear the same thing. But putting that aside, today's video is a follow-up video from the last video that you have seen. It has been a week now, and I have my results back from my removal of my moles, where they cut them out and sent them off for a biopsy to see if I have melanoma skin cancer. Those results are back. I have found them out and have all the news of everything, so I'm going to explain that in today's video. Before I get into that, I do want to say please subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I do tons of different content on here, including awareness for different health issues, because I do suffer from a lot of health issues, and that is one reason, you know, why I'm sharing what I'm going through right now. So if you want to hear more and find out my results about melanoma skin cancer, then keep on watching today's video. Alright guys, so if you didn't watch the last video, definitely go watch it. It explains what was happening. I am a very moly person. From literally my head all the way to my toes, there are moles everywhere. And I went to just a local dermatologist, which I don't know, if I had it over to do again, I wouldn't go there. But then again, at least things happened fast, so I could find out the results without having to stress and worry if I had went to like a bigger, more well-known place. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into it, okay? So I had these moles cut off, and there was 2 of them. All of my, like, a lot of mine do look weird, but there were 2 insignificantly different that looked like they had all the signs of melanoma skin cancer, which is one that is malignant, that can spread. It is one that people do die from. Like, it's a scary one, and like that was always like my big fear, was to get cancer. So they sent it off. I went in for my results last Wednesday, and I went in there, and so I had 2 removed, one on my stomach and one lower than my stomach, we'll say that. And the one on my stomach came back as, well, first let me explain. Sorry. When they send these things off to the lab, they look at them under a microscope and grade them on a scale from like fine, like as in nothing's wrong with it at all, moderate to something else, to like there was like multiple different things, to severe, and then complete, like full-blown melanoma. So it's on a scale. The one on my stomach came back as moderate, so that means that it is weird and like abnormal, obviously, but the moderate diagnosis means that it should stay the same and it should be completely like fine. So that brings me to the other one. Unfortunately, and it could be better, it could be worse, but unfortunately, the one a little lower down came back as severe, which severe is one step away from being like full-blown melanoma. So it's precancerous. So it's on the scale severe, one step away, so precancerous, which means that I'm going to have surgery, which we had to go ahead and set up that day. Like, we went ahead and set it up because I needed, you know, to get it done fast, obviously. So my surgery is scheduled for July 11th, and I will definitely vlog the process and keep you guys updated if you would like, so you can know like how everything goes, because I actually have had a struggle with this particular place that I have been to. things that I didn't even mention in the last video because I was just really stressed and wanting to get it over with. But like, so, well, first of all, I'm having July, yes. I'm having surgery on July 11th. Today is July the 3rd. And basically what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to go in and cut down. There's like multiple layers of skin. They have to go under all the layers of skin into the subcutaneous fat. So like deep down, and they're going to have to cut out like a big chunk and like chunks around it to make sure that they like try to get all of it out. And then I'll have to be sewn up and have stitches for a few weeks, and that will also be sent off. She says like on occasion, but it is more rare, that when they send it off they find out that like it had spread and like went deeper than they thought, and it could be full-blown melanoma at that point. But it doesn't happen as often. But anyway, like I'm gonna get that all cut out and then I should be fine. But then I will have to come in like really regularly because of the risk that I have. So like the first time I'll have to be going in like every 3 months, and then to like every 6 months to get checked from head to toe. So that's what I'm looking at right now, and I had like my pre-consult for the surgery the day that I went to find out the diagnosis, and I will be having that surgery then, and I will keep you guys updated. But I have had a lot of trouble with this particular place because the 2 wounds that I have right now from getting the mole removal, which they were cut off, the wounds are not healing right because they told me wrong. So when I went in there, they told me really fast, and they gave me a sheet that said exactly what to do. They didn't get into detail, and the sheet like said the steps. And so I did that, and the wounds were not healing, and they were really, really gross. I'll spare you the gross details. But so we called about it, and then they said like, oh, you need to do this and this and this. So that's what we did because that's what they said when we called. So when I went in to my appointment to get my results, she was like, you did this wrong, like you weren't supposed to do it this way, blah blah blah. And my mom, who went with me, was like, well, we literally went by the instructions you gave us, and then from there whoever was on the phone with us. So we've been doing it wrong to where now they probably are going to leave a substantial scar, and they're having a harder time healing. So now basically like they have not healed at all. They are raw, and I'm not, like I said, once again sparing you the details, but it's still just like from the beginning, and it's been a little over 2 weeks. So I'm having to like start over with the process of trying to get them to heal. And that's really frustrating, and I really don't want big scars there because I already have multiple scars from having endometriosis. So I'm just like, oh, I just want to like, the one lower than my stomach, like no one's going to be seeing that. So if I have a scar there, which I will now that I'm having surgery for sure, that's fine. But like the one on my stomach, I'm like, geez Louise. So that's one thing that's really upsetting. Also at my last appointment, let me tell you what happened, okay? I was sitting there, and I like to sit sometimes with my hands like this, kind of like on my stomach. I do have endometriosis, and in my family, like the women in the family have like bloating a lot, which I do. I mean, that's very normal. So I was just sitting there, and she had the audacity to ask me if I was pregnant. Yeah. You don't ask women if they're pregnant. And this was not, before you come at me, it was not for doctor purposes. It wasn't because they had to know because of like an x-ray or whatever. It was because of how I was sitting. And she said that, and she was like, you know, well, sometimes new mothers, they'll sit like that. And then she tried to redeem herself and be like, you're not fat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, And me and my mom were both like, So that was another thing. And then what I didn't tell y'all from the first appointment, at least I don't think I did, she literally snatched my phone out of my hand and took it. So basically what happened was, and she knew, okay, I was on my phone because I was trying to find a picture of my mole from like years past, but I thought maybe it was showing a bathing suit. So she knew this, so I had my phone out, and I'm sitting here like looking, and then when she was waiting for the actual doctor, because she's the physician's assistant, she's waiting for the doctor to come in to get a second opinion. So I'm sitting here like scrolling and typing away on my phone. He comes in, she comes over, takes it like this, just snatches it out of my hand, saying nothing to me, takes it and goes and sits it on her counter. So yeah, like that's it's a lot. So that's what's been happening, and like I haven't had the best experience there. The only thing that I don't mind about having to go there was that it is in my town, and it's a small area, so I can get in there and get out of there fast and know for my mental, because you know it's not fun to wait about cancer stuff and things when you are scared half to death. But if it wasn't for something like that, like I wouldn't have went there anyway, and I would definitely switch to somewhere else. But that's really the reason why I went there, and I'm staying there for now. But yeah, that's it. That's the diagnosis. It is pre-cancer, unfortunately, but I will be having that surgery, and yeah, and I will definitely keep you guys updated, and hopefully none of my other moles, you know, do this or go into full-blown melanoma. Like, I don't know, but yeah, definitely not like good results at all by any means, but it could be full-blown melanoma, and as far as I know it's not. It's just like it's pre-cancerous. So that's what's going on with me right now, and I'm just taking it day by day, trying to heal these wounds because they hurt and they're gross and it's frustrating. But yeah, other than that, I do want to say thank you to my patrons as always: Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Mercy, Janae, Casey, Mel, Vicky, Vanessa. Thank you guys for watching, and please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. You can do that by hitting my face right up there. You can watch another video by clicking right over there. I do tons of different types of content. Well, I'd love to have you, and I hope you guys have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.